I'd had symptoms for a lot of years and I weren't really sure what was going on. At times I thought I was losing my mind.
I thought first of all I had bone cancer and I was really scared, and then
I was referred to a rheumatologist because somebody suspected that I had ankylosing spondylitis.
I had a viral infection. I had multiple tests done to try and find out what was going on.
In 2011 I went to see my GP, Dr. Rice, and he started to check pressure points in the body.
And at that point I got a referral to a private doctor.
The reason it started could have been because they realised that I had a fracture in my neck.
And a friend of mine lent me a book about fibromyalgia, and I ticked all the symptoms.
When the tests were negative, blood tests and everything, I felt I was very isolated.
With all the other symptoms, he then said you've got fibromyalgia.
When they diagnosed the ankylosing spondylitis and said it was fibromyalgia, they just said they were very sorry.
I was relieved in a sense as well that I knew what was going on. It wasn't all in my head, that the symptoms were real.
I was able to make changes at work because I'd had a diagnosis.
But I was quite lucky with the NHS. I did get referred to a pain clinic and a good GP who was prepared to listen to me.
When I go to the doctors, I mention it more, whereas before it was very rarely mentioned because I just used to think like everybody else, is it real?
It's a shock because there's no cure for the condition. I think that's the hardest part to accept when you are diagnosed.
I was diagnosed when I was about 54. I'm now 66 this year, and it's only just this year that really my husband is saying things like, I'll park close so you don't have to walk too far.
My husband's getting there, but again, because you look well with the condition, I think it's difficult for people to actually say, oh, you know, I feel sorry for Jackie, she can't do this, because some days you can, and they'll see you walking about with a shopping bag, but the day when you can't carry that shopping bag or you can't do your housework, people don't see that.
There are things you can do, but you have to learn, basically you have to learn to live with it.
I would say don't do what I did and isolate yourself and switch off. Try and get any support that's available.
Just push on through and get a referral if you can to rheumatology, where you can get diagnosed.
It's very easy to sink into a negative sort of downward spiral.
Really, my doctor, he's amazing. He works with me to keep my pain under control.
But come to the coffee mornings at the Energise Centre.
It's also the Fibromyalgia group here at the Energise Centre, which is amazing. A group of ladies and gentlemen who've all got it. We all understand how each other feel.
You've got a group of people who actually, when you're talking about it, understand what you're going through.
And you don't have to explain yourself. They all understand what you're going through. You know, we're like a family, fibro family. We're just all so lovely and supportive.
And sometimes how difficult it is to get out of bed in the morning, just to do the simplest things that other people just take for granted.
It's knowing that there are other people out there with the same condition, you're not on your own.